I joined Mirror Trading International almost 3 months ago. Now let me tell you what I love about Mirror Trading International. No fees. None. No deposit fees, no withdrawal fees, no fees at all. I love that. There's no lock-in period. I can withdraw my capital, my original investment, anytime I like. I love that. The daily profits I've been receiving are averaging around 12% per month. That's an amazing return. And all earnings are compounded every day. So if I put in $100 and say, for example, I earned $1 profit that day, the next day I'm trading with $101, not $100. And that happens automatically. I've no actions to take other than leave my funds there. So compounding is automatic. That means I'm getting the maximum out of my funds. I really love that. And everything about Mirror Trading International is in Bitcoin. There are no conversions to USD. Now, USD is used as a reference for some things, like the minimum deposit being $100, but it's $100 worth of Bitcoin. There's no actual conversions. And all daily profits are in Bitcoin, all bonuses are in Bitcoin, and when you withdraw, you get your capital back in Bitcoin. So for people who want to stack and grow their Bitcoin, this is a fantastic option. Now their support is just okay. It's not great. One guy who signed up using my link had an issue recently. Now his issue is a bit unusual because he registered but didn't deposit his Bitcoin until 7 days later. And one of the features of this company is that they automatically delete inactive accounts. So when this guy sent over his Bitcoin, his account had been deleted. So there was no connection between his account and deposit. So he raised a ticket, they told him to recreate his account, and once he'd completed that, they would link his deposit with the recreated account. And he did his part, but the support guys didn't do their part. There was obviously some sort of confusion going on. So this guy ended up contacting me. I advised him what to say to support, i.e. sending across all the evidence, which he did. But he contacted me today to let me know that his issue is still not being resolved. So I contacted the CEO directly. He immediately got involved and dealt with it personally. He not only resolved the account, he backdated the daily profits that this guy should have earned and applied those profits to his account. So, amazing response from the CEO. Well done. Now, of course, the CEO shouldn't have had to even get involved in the first place, but we all know that not every member of staff is a rock star, but at least the CEO is. Now I'm getting a little bit off track here because what I really wanted to show you was the impact of having over $10,000 worth of Bitcoin invested. Now this only applies to those of you who've shared this with others, who have joined your team, or if you're planning to do this. Now what I wanted to show you first was my trading pool balance and the fact that it's now over $10,000 worth of Bitcoin. The reason that's important is because I now qualify for unlimited levels of the binary bonus. Now with the binary bonus, if I invest between $200 and $999, you get bonuses up to 10 levels deep. Up to $5,000, you get 20 levels deep. Up to $10,000, you get 30 levels deep. But when you have $10,000 and above, you get infinite levels. And I've been very curious to know, well, what type of bonus I'd be getting at infinite levels. And then I could make a decision as to whether it was worth it to leave over $10,000 in my balance. So let me give you a quick overview of the binary bonus and how you qualify for it. So in order to get the binary bonus, you need to have shared this with people. Well, to qualify, you need to have a trading pool balance of at least $200 of Bitcoin. Then you need at least 2 people signed up, one on the left and one on the right. So a binary means 2, and in network marketing terms, a binary is a 2-legged structure. You've got a left and you've got a right. Now you can place people on the left or the right, or allow the system to place people automatically. Now normally you only have to build out one leg, and the other leg is what people call the power leg. And that leg is the one that is built out for you by your sponsor, like me, through Overspill. So on the dashboard, you can see that my right team here has got 307 people and my left team has 140 people. So which one would you think is my power leg? Well, you'd imagine it was this one, the right one, but it's not. In my case, the left is my power leg. So how do you know which one's your power leg? Well, when you start off, before you've shared this with anybody, you'll start to see people appear in either your left or your right team. And whichever one people are appearing on automatically, that is overspill from above. So in my case, it's my left leg, so I've been building out my right leg. And my right leg is taken off because people that I've shared this with are also sharing it with other people. So now I'm focusing on building out my power leg as well. And the idea is you want to try and balance your left and your right. And the key thing is not to look at the number of people, although that's a very important indicator. The key thing is to look at the Bitcoin amount. So in my left team, I've got 9 Bitcoin in volume, and in the right, I've got 15. The binary bonus is paid on your weaker leg. So in my case, 9 is less than 15, so that's the one I get paid on. So how do you get people to join in the left or the right? Well, in the menu, if you click on referral link, you've got an auto option. So if you share this link with people, the system would determine where they go, left or right. Now, I haven't found that that works very well, so I have to specifically change my link. So at the moment, the link I'm sharing places people on the left, but as soon as I see the volumes on each leg balancing, so if both legs were roughly 15 Bitcoin, then I'd switch back to my weaker leg, which is the one I have to build out. All right, back to the dashboard. Now I want to show you the bonus report for binary income. Now my very first binary bonus down here was on the 9th of November, and I received 0.002 Bitcoin. Now if I click on view, it shows what the calculation was. So the weaker leg volume is divided by the total weaker leg volume of the binary qualified members. And then they show us those figures down below. So at that time, my weaker leg volume was 0.27 Bitcoin. And the weaker leg volume of everybody who was qualified. So let's say you had 100 members who qualified for binary bonuses, and let's say they all had the same as me, so the weaker leg volume of 0.27. So 100 times that is 27. So 27 Bitcoin would be the total weaker leg volume of binary qualified members. So that's where they get this figure from. So they divide our weaker leg volume by everybody's weaker leg volume, and then they multiply that by 20% of the weekly traded profit. Now here's an example showing how they allocate 20% of the daily profit towards the binary bonus. So at the end of each week, on a Saturday, they add up all of those 20% bonuses, and then they multiply the result of this calculation by that. Now in this case, that 20% of weekly trading profit was 3.5 Bitcoin. And at that time, the total Bitcoin that they had in the trading pool was 257. Let me show you that compared to what we have today. So on the weekend just gone, the total Bitcoin in the trading pool was 771 compared to 257. That's an amazing jump. Now, if I just go 1 week in the past, now for the calculation here, it says that my weaker leg volume was 3 Bitcoin, but it wasn't. It was actually about 8 Bitcoin last week. But at that time, I had less than $10,000. So that meant I qualified for 30 levels deep. And my bonus last week was 0.0157. But the weekend just gone, once I went over $10,000 in my trading pool, I then qualified for infinite levels. And my weaker leg volume was around 9 Bitcoin. Instead of only 30 levels deep, which was 3 Bitcoin, I'm now getting bonuses on 9 Bitcoin. And my bonus jumped from 0.0157 to 0.0516. So a massive jump. So that's the value of having over $10,000 worth of Bitcoin in your trading balance. So that's a very nice weekly bonus. And of course, it's going to be dependent upon what you have in your weaker leg. But I've only been in mirror trading for 3 months, and I think this has got a long way to go. So I'm really keen to see how this builds. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you in case you're building a team and you're interested in knowing what infinite levels could get you. if you have a trading pool balance over $10,000. All right, take care, guys.